All right, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and Shalom to you brothers pushing this truth for sincerity. I'm Kratas Abba, back with another show. And this show, I'm entitled, The End Will Not Be 1,000 Years From Now. Okay? And this video that I'm doing is inspired from watching this video put up by GMS Hawaii Ba of Gorilla Hebrew Alazar, where he does this interview. And in the interview, he pretty much tell the guy that he's interviewing. The guy asks him, when do he think the end time will happen? And Alazar says the end time could happen anywhere between now and 1,000 years, which he's going off. He's incorrect on that. Okay? And that goes to show you that pretty much he's not a true prophet, because a true prophet wouldn't say something like that. You know, a true prophet is going to measure the times and understand the times that you're living in, and have that understanding of what time that you're living in. And the times that we're living in, the true prophets is going to understand that we are living in the times of the last days. We are living in the times where Yahweh Shah can return very soon. Okay? To say that Yahweh Shah could return anywhere between now and 1,000 years from now, then you err not knowing the scriptures. Okay? No matter how deep you try to sound, no matter how many scriptures you could break down, no matter how much history you know, if you don't understand that, look, we live in the times of Yahweh Shah can come now, you're pretty much not a true prophet. All right? Well, we're going to jump into some scriptures. So the first scripture I want to go to Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. Revelations 11:11. It says, after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah, that's right. And we know that this time period is now. You know, the 3 days and a half representing the time period where, you know, we were in slavery here in America, you know, from the early 1600s. That 3.5 year period, that it's like 3 days and a half represent 350 years. Okay, the time period from the early 1600s to the around the 1960s, 1970s. Okay, where we started to get this truth. All right, the Most High started to awaken us to this knowledge, and that's through our elder apostle Abba Bivens, all right, who the Most High revealed this truth to. And this truth expanded from then on, okay, down to our apostles, down to us brothers that are out there in the highways and byways pushing this word, okay? So that was the time period where the spirit of the Most High entered in, into us, Israel being woken up during the time period of the 60s, 70s through Abba Bivens. So the Most High started waking up his people again. Why? Because now it's time. Now we at the pretty much the end of the end times, because we know the end times started 2,000 years ago when Yahweh Shah first entered on the scene. But what many other things throughout history was going to take place. Okay, and when you read through the book of Revelation give you different events that was going to happen in between, the departure of Yahweh Shah and him actually returning. So that history from the end of the Roman Empire until the day Yahushua returns and set up the kingdom. That history is written throughout Revelations, okay? The Dark Ages, the 1,000 years, speak about the beast being bound 1,000 years, okay? During that whole Middle Age era, you have scripts speak about World War One taking place, Revelations, the 9th chapter. So that history is there. Now we're in the time where, the Most High put His Spirit upon us, and this truth is being put out there. Israel is awakening to who they are. So it says after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah, so these heathens, especially Esau, he see us flourishing. He see the children of Israel, children of Israel being awakened in these camps that are out there on the highways and byways teaching. All right, and fear is falling upon these nations, and they know that we are a threat. Okay, because they understand. Esau knows that what we're teaching is the truth, and that we're teaching he's at the end of his kingdom, the end of his society. All right. And it says, verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to Salaki, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Yeah, that's right. Because once, the elect is once the elect is gonna be awakened, right? We're gonna be fast approaching the time of deliverance, where Yahushua is gonna return with those chariots and deliver His elect. Okay, so this is not a thing where we're gonna be awakening. That great awakening is gonna happen, and then you're gonna have many generations for 1,000 years just awakening until Yahushua comes. No. We're in that time period now where, verse 11 and verse 12 is in that same time frame, okay? From our apostles, starting with Abba Bivens, getting this knowledge, until our apostles, going out there on the highways and byways, teaching this truth and waking up the elect, all right? And we see these prophecies, as we out there on the highways and byways teaching, these prophecies are taking place simultaneously, okay, showing you that we are in the times, because the scriptures speak about measure the times, all right? Real quick, let's go to this gospel be preached. Gospel. Slakia. Slakia. So it says, this gospel shall be preached. Matthew 24 and 14. Okay, so Matthew 24 and 14, and it reads, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Now we know that we're in that time of the gospel being preached throughout the whole world. Okay? Because what? We know that, look, we in the age of the technology, age of the internet, all right? Where we For my apostles was out there in the highways and byways teaching and, putting the shows up via the internet on the YouTube. And through the internet, the YouTube, all throughout the world, all throughout the earth, Jake can see these shows, can see these videos that we push, that we do. Okay, and this is how Israel, the Israelite foreigners, are waking up throughout the four corners of the earth. So this gospel is being preached throughout the whole world, and you have camps, out of pretty much out of every country, out of every nation that's on the planet Earth. All right. So this gospel is preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and it said, "And then shall the end come." So when you line up, when we line this up, especially with the prophecies, because we know that according to prophecy, World War III got to take place, the MOT got to take place, certain events got to take place, and guess what? These events are happening. All right, we see the evidence of the MOTB. We see the conflict between the nations and how we're gearing towards World War III. But at the same time, with all these current events going on, you have this truth that's being pushed throughout all the countries of the earth. All right, because you have Israelites not only here in America, but on the other side of the world. All right, all throughout Europe. You have Israelite camps in continent of Africa. So this gospel is being pushed. There's nowhere where this gospel is not being pushed. It's all throughout the world. And it says, then shall the end come. So it's not a thing we're going to be doing this for another 1,000 years, all right? We're going to live, get old, die. Another generation going to come up, be preaching. Then another generation going to come up, be preaching, okay? And then within 1,000 years from now, us brothers will be reincarnated. So we will have to be reincarnated, prophesy again, die, be reincarnated, prophesy again. So that's off, man. That's off. We're in a time now where all these prophecies is taking place. We're in a time now where Yahweh Shah said, look, the gospel being preached throughout the whole four corners of the earth. Then shall the end shall come. All right? So you got to know the times that you're in. If you're a true prophet, you would know, you could discern the signs of the times. Let's go to Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me up upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is set, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah, so at the end it shall speak. And these prophecies are speaking, okay? You don't sit here and see all these, pretty much everything in the media talking about, MOTB. Pretty much that target year that they aiming for is 2030, all right? So we see that they're bringing everything in now to have everything fully set by that time. Okay, you have Elon Musk with his colossal computer, and founder of the World Economic Forum was pretty much saying that, look, by that time, you're gonna have to be a part of that system. Everybody in the world is gonna have to be linked to that mega computer. And how they're going to be linked to that mega computer is by, the RFID. And if you don't have that, you're pretty much cut off from society. So these world leaders and these top leaders, this is what they're gearing forward to, okay? But this is all current events. All right. So let's read that verse again. So it says, verse 3, for the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Yeah, so at the end it shall speak. So the prophecies are speaking. The prophecies are speaking. The conflicts, Slovakia. We see the conflicts between the nations. All right, Russia, Ukraine, America, the conflict between Russia and America. Okay, Iran, Israel. We see all these conflicts. These are the events that are speaking, the prophecies that are speaking now. Slovakia. So at the end it shall speak. So we know that we are at the end because the prophecies are speaking. Okay, and if you're a spiritual man or a true prophet, you will understand these things. Slovakia. You will understand knowing that you're in the end times when you see the prophecy speaking. Okay, so Yahweh Shah has given us all the signs to know what times that we are in. Slakia. Let's go to Second Esdras 9. Second Esdras 9:1. And he answered me. So it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see part of the signs pass, which I have told thee, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, that's right. So we're supposed to measure the times. So when we see these events, Slovakia. So when you see these events, you're supposed to know the times that you're in. Why? Because the Lord told us to measure the times. So we don't see these events going on in the world, earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the peoples, riots here, riots there. And we're not supposed to see all these things in the world and then the end could come 1,000 years from now. No, measure the time. So once you see these things, now you know that the times that we in, the times that we're living in, we're pretty much at the end. Okay? So a true prophet would measure the times. Okay? Let's get one more scripture in on that. Romans 13. Romans 13:11. And it says, and that knowing the time, that it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than we believe. Yeah, so you got, and that knowing the time. A true prophet is going to know the times. Okay? And that it is high time. All right? So it's high time to awake out of sleep. So a high time, time that's past overdue. Because, look, we see all the events happening. So everybody who's sleeping, look, we got to wake out of that slumber, man. Because the Most High is making moves now. All right? The Most High ain't making moves later. The Most High ain't making moves 1,000 years from now. Most High is making moves now. So it says, high time wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Yeah. So, and then what we speak about the Lord shortening the days. And we see that, look, the days are flying fast. Okay. The days are flying fast, and the average person can see that. It seems like time is moving fast. So, yeah, and why is that? Because, look, Yahweh Shai, he's shortening the days for the elect's sake. Okay? So, a true prophet, we're going to understand that the times that we're living in is Yahweh Shai getting ready to come. Okay, in these days, in our lifetime, not in no generations from now. Okay? So, with that, hope you brothers learn something and say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and Shalom to